back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please ensure to click the subscribe button down below, and there's a bell next to the subscribe button, so please ensure to click the bell. Now the importance, I do not know what that sound is, but we are covered with the blood of Jesus. Yes. And as I was saying, there's a bell next to the subscribe button, right? The importance of that bell is, the importance of turning that bell on is so that whenever I upload a new video, it alerts you. Like, you don't have to wait till when you come on YouTube before you see that I've posted a new video. As soon as it drops, you get an alert. So please ensure to click that bell next to the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming back to always watch my videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for everything. Today's another episode of the series titled Sickness, Death, and the Aftermath. I keep forgetting which episode it is. I think this should be episode 9. I'm not sure. I think so. We are growing, guys. Like play. Oh my god, my hair is coming off. Ha! Oh my goodness. Okay. Now. Yes, as I was saying, we are progressing. I mean, from episode 1 and now we're in episode 9. If you've not watched my previous episodes, please ensure to go back and watch them. I'm very certain that you'll learn 18 or 2 from there. And yeah, I'm glad to be back again after a break. Yes. Yeah, thank you for coming back. Okay, so for today's episode, I'm yet to figure out what title, but basically I'm going to be talking about, so I actually just jotted out things I wanted to say so that I don't mix it up and forget. I want to talk about the importance of transparency among family members. Yes, this may sound casual, but it's very, very important, like really, really important. And having experienced, or should I say gone through a phase where I saw how important it is to be transparent, I decided to share. So my mom was one of the most transparent, let's say, persons, people I've ever known. Like, she was so transparent, like she was very open with us. Like, why am I saying one lizard like this? Sorry, I'm facing the window, that's why. Why is the lizard staring? Like, it's just there. Sorry for the breaking transmission. I was saying, my mom is, or should I say, was one of the most transparent people I have known, especially with her kids. Like, I feel like transparency is not really emphasized, especially among family members, especially in a world where we live in that tomorrow is not promised. You get? And yes, if you continue with me in this video, you know why or what or where I am headed for. So stay tuned, don't go off, just let's go with the flow. Okay, when I say transparency, right, I mean being open in areas such as your password, your PIN, the investments you've made, money you've borrowed, people you are owing, like letting your family in on this information, because it's very important. Now when I say family, I don't mean extended family, I mean your immediate family members, your close relatives, or let's just say people that you're very close with, that you trust to a certain extent. It's important to let them in on all these vital information. Yes, I've not reached my point. I'm sure you'll be wondering why am I saying this, but we are going somewhere. Just calm down. Some people might not agree with this, so which is totally fine. I mean, I'm not trying to impose anything on anybody. Like I said, it's something I've experienced firsthand, and we've seen the importance, and that's why I feel like I need to put it out there, because just like I said, it's not really emphasized. Until you're in a situation like this, you will know the importance of being transparent. Before my mom passed, right, she would always let us in on, okay, the investments she has made, who she borrowed money from, where she kept something. In fact, sometimes she even wrote it in her journals. So after her passing, right, it was kind of easy to be able to track all these things. Like, okay, that this is her pain, this is her this. We're not like lost, we're not brainstorming, oh my god, how are we going to do, how are we going to locate these things, how are we going to get this information, because she always told us about these things. She would show us. In fact, I think I remember there was one time like this, right? she traveled for a burial, right? When she came back, this anytime you go for a burial, it's more like a time for reflection. Now everybody is sober, you're thinking, oh, it could be me and all of that, which is very important. And when she came, she started showing us that see this, oh, see that, oh, just in case. Yes. So that was just how it was with us and with her. So when she even passed, at least to some certain extent, we knew about, let me just say, 80% of the information about her, how to access it. I remember when we were in the hospital, right? It just came out casual. But I'm sure deep down in her mind, maybe she felt like she was not going to make it. I remember because it was just me and her at that time. I remember her telling me that, oh, she borrowed a certain amount of money to somebody that I should take notes just in case. Those were her words. She was like, just in case. And I know at that point I was like, my mom, like, what are you even saying? Which one can be just in case? I don't understand. But here we are, right? And honestly, it helped us a great deal. At a point, when I told my sister, I was not trying to be certain that, was I dreaming when she said it? Let me not go and now meet somebody. Now it's not be like I'm harassing the person and it's not true. And as God made it, we saw that she wrote it in her journal. So it confirmed the fact that, okay, this person was owing her and all of that. Bottom line, share your information with your family members. It is very, see, I can't even emphasize the very. It is very, 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 I don't know, very, very times, 1,000,000 times, very, very important to let your family members in on these informations. Honestly, because tomorrow is not promised. You don't know who is next. That's just the truth about it. So it's very important to let your family members in on all these vital informations that could actually help them. You hear stories, for example, maybe someone's parents died, either the mother or the father died, and the family members were in debt because they did not have money. Not knowing, or because of lack of knowledge, they did not know that maybe the deceased had savings or money in his or her bank account, a lot of money, but here they are suffering because of ignorance. So this is one of the main importance of letting your family members in on informations like this, so that even if you're not around, at least whatever it is you have or whatever can actually help them and sustain them for a period of time, pending on, when they gain stability, even if they are not even broke, but it can help in one way or the other. Imagine just keeping money. They don't know about this money and the money is just lying there somewhere. Just imagine that scenario. Like someone, let's not put it that way. How will I put it? Okay, just assume that someone close to you dies and you don't even know that this person had maybe how will I put it, 5 billion naira in his or her account, and you're actually totally struggling at that point in time. Just imagine how it would be like. So it's very important to actually, share this information with people that you know that are very close to you and you trust to a certain extent. I know you can't trust somebody 100%, but I believe there's a certain degree of trust you can have in somebody to let them in on all this important information. Okay, something happened, right? So my mom had two accounts, right? There was the Access and there was the Echo Bank account, and we all knew about the Access Bank account. We had the ATM, we knew the PIN, right? But for some reason, I think maybe we might have forgotten that she ever had an Echo Bank account because there was no ATM for it and all of that. So it was later on that we figured out that it was actually, her mini savings account. And if not because she once sent the account details to my sister via text one time, we wouldn't have known that EcoBank account existed, and the money would have probably just been lying down there. Not until one day when my sister was going through, I think, her messages, and she now stumbled upon the EcoBank. That was how we now figured out that she actually had an account and there was money in it. And thank God she even sent the account to her. If not, we wouldn't have known. And honestly, because it wasn't our account, we had to go through a lot of processes to be able to access the money. And because she didn't have ATM, now let me digress a bit. Please, if you're watching this, I know, yes, so we always like to have maybe a savings account. So sometimes, just so that we don't get tempted to touch the savings, we'll not get ATM card. But please, if you watch this video, I pray that it changes your mindset. Please go and get an ATM card. Trust me, you will not regret getting it. If you're too afraid that you might end up using the money, then give someone you trust to hold it for you, or go and hide it somewhere that you will not be able to access it. But please get that ATM card, because when you don't have an ATM card, okay, for the other accounts, right, we're able to access the money because she had an ATM card, so we're able to just, remove the money. But for that Echo Bank that she didn't have an ATM card and there was no app, it was just like her savings, we could not access it. So we had to go through the whole bank stress. Like it was very frustrating. It was really, 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 really frustrating. We had to go through that stress. Now imagine if there was an ATM card, we wouldn't have to go through all that. We just need to just go to the bank and just make transactions, and that was it. So that was what happened. We found out that, oh, there was an Echo Bank account, and we now went to the bank, we started the process, and that was just it. So basically, get an ATM card. If you're watching this video, go and get an ATM card. Yes, you don't want to spend that money. It's fine. We know you don't want to spend the money. We get that, but still get an ATM card, because you don't know tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow is going to hold. Okay? Now, all these precautions, right, are just to help your family members. I mean, let's tag it as contribution for the living. Yes, because in as much as is bitter to say, now who they are alive, they spend money. Abi no be so. Now so the experience just opened our eyes, like it opened my family's eyes, such that now we try to write down important information. Like you hear us saying, see the book here. Oh. In fact, our slang now in my house is just in case. That is it. Honestly, when you go through experiences like this, right, it opens your eyes to, realize that this life, the Bible says, is just life is like, is he fleeting shadow or something like that. It's just like a wind, basically. It's not promised. You are here today, gone tomorrow. So you might as well as do the needful, make the precautions, do what is needed to be done now to avoid how had I known. So we try to ensure that, we let ourselves in on what's going on. Sometimes my sister will be like, all right, just in case, so this is the money that is with me, this is what I have done, this is this, I wrote this here, see the book here. Me too, I have a book, I have written most important information. My brother too will tell me, oh, see, oh, this is this and all of that. Just because of this experience, I just thank God that it wasn't so, rigorous. It was rigorous, but it wasn't so bad. At least, like I said earlier in the beginning, we knew about 80, 75, let me say 70 to 80% of, the things going on in my mom's life. So at least it wasn't so difficult to know, okay, what to do, who to meet, and all of that. Imagine if we knew nothing, we would have been lost. Probably would have lost some important things. And human beings will always be human beings. If they don't tell you, you will not know. If maybe your deceased family member doesn't tell you that I borrowed this person money, you think it's, except someone that fears God, that will come and tell you and say, see, your deceased relative borrowed me money, I will pay you back. But some people, once the deceased goes, the money don't go. Case closed. So it is important to let people in on this information, you guys. I cannot even stress this enough. You go think say I dey whine una, but it is very, 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 very important. Please don't take it lightly. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found it educative, inspiring, and informative. Really, I know it may sound scary. Death is always a scary subject. That's just the truth about it. I remember sharing this with a friend, and I was like, try and do this, so, and I won't say she got offended, but I feel like maybe she got kind of scared, and she was like, please, I should just drop the topic. But this is something that is inevitable. That is inevitable. We will all go one day. One day everybody is going to go. So just prepare, and we should also be concerned for our family members. If eventually we are the ones to go before them, at least we should leave some form of security for them. Like I said, it's people that are alive that use money. When you're going, you're not going to go with any of these things. So share them with your loved ones. If you enjoyed this video, which I think you should, please ensure to give it a thumbs up, ensure to share, ensure to comment. Please, I'd love to hear your comments about this. Do you have an addition? Do you have maybe something to counter what I have said? Do you have maybe a contrary opinion to this? Or have you been in a situation like this and you can relate and you want to share? Please, let's chat in the comment section, okay? And please, most importantly, please subscribe to my channel, you guys. Please, we're almost at the end of the year. Stagnation is not our portion. Please, let us grow. Anyways, I enjoyed sharing this. Um, Stay tuned for more episodes and see you guys in my next video. Bye.